confirm that it's the known rapper that goes by the name of Young Scooter, the 39-year-old man?
We cannot at this point. That's a function of the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office once they notify them next of kin, so that we're premature on that.
Scooter is dead following a bizarre encounter with police in Atlanta. I'm Tracy Hutchins.
I'm Joy Livnakrin. Atlanta News First Madeline Montgomery is live tonight along William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta near the Lakewood Amphitheater. And Madeline, I know you heard from police about what led to the rapper's death.
I did. It's just a strange situation. So police say that they were called out here for a shots fired call, but when they got here, they didn't find any evidence of a shooting. So the situation that we're hearing about, we're hearing that a 39-year-old man, Kenneth Bailey, is dead. That's according to the medical examiner, and a loved one on the scene is the one who confirmed that that was rapper Young Scooter. Police say they were called by someone saying they heard shots and then saw a woman being pulled into a home. Well, when police arrived, they say they didn't find a woman, but they did have a man open the door to that home and then close it in the officer's face. A lieutenant tells us two men then ran out the back door. The officers say that one of the men returned to the house, but the other one, Young Scooter, jumped two fences, and that's when he was fatally hurt.
Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing. There was no indication of anyone being shot. This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injuries to the leg.
The rapper was taken to Grady, and that is where he was pronounced dead. And as you can see, the police are still out here. The crime scene unit is here on the scene looking into what exactly led up to these events and how exactly the rapper died. For now, reporting live in the Lakewood neighborhood, I'm Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.
Yes. Lieutenant Andrew Smith, Atlanta Homicide Commander. We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid and he was transported to Grady Hospital where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be a 39-year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
Good evening and thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Jennifer Bellamy. We are following breaking news right now in the city of Atlanta, where just minutes ago, Atlanta police held a news conference about the death of a 39-year-old man, Kenneth Bailey, also known as rapper Young Scooter. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live for us tonight right outside of Atlanta Police Headquarters. Cody, you just stepped out of that briefing from police. A lot going on tonight. What have you learned?
Well, Jennifer, the main thing we want to set straight here, the lieutenant over homicide with Atlanta police saying they did not, in fact, shoot Young Scooter. They say there were no shots fired during this ordeal tonight on William Nye Drive. I believe we have a live look at that scene right now. What Atlanta police say did happen this evening is that they were responding to a call from a home there on William Nye Drive involving a disturbance with weapons. As officers got on scene, they got reports that there was a woman involved in this, possibly shots fired, and that she was taken back into the home. However, at this hour, they cannot find that woman. What they did find in the home were 2 male suspects. One of those males returned from the home after running away. That second suspect never returned, and we're told as he was making his way from that home, he actually jumped 2 fences. It was during one of those jumps he landed and somehow broke a leg. Some were hearing initial reports it was a femur. Again, we don't know the details of exactly the injuries, but tonight the medical examiner says a cause and manner of death have not been confirmed. But again, this is now confirmed to be Bailey, a based rapper here in Atlanta known as Young Scooter. While there are reports coming in from across the country tonight that Atlanta police shot this rapper, they say that is in fact not true, and the GBI has been requested to that scene that you're looking at, William Nye Drive, to give a third-party investigation. But again, to walk you through, there's a lot of confusion tonight with this story. APD responded to that home involving a weapons dispute. At some point, they got a report shots were fired, and again, a woman might have been taken in the home. When officers got there, they did not find that. They say those 2 men ran from the home. One returned to that house. The other one, who was Young Scooter, again, jumped 2 fences, and during that run over those fences, he fell, and what we heard originally was fractured or broke his femur. He was rushed to Grady, where he died there in the ER. So again, a lot to still uncover on this situation, but Atlanta police wanted to make it very clear tonight. They are saying their officers did not fire a weapon, and that Young Scooter died as he was fleeing from that scene on William Nye Drive. Of course, for his family, a heartbreaking situation and a very active investigation going on out there, not only with Atlanta police, but also with the Georgia Bureau of Investigations. They will do an independent investigation and release those findings in the coming weeks or months. But Jennifer, a busy night in Atlanta, and of course this news hitting the industry, music industry, very hard as news is spreading across the country about Young Scooter's death reportedly on his 39th birthday.
All right, Cody Alcorn reporting for us tonight on certainly a complicated situation there. Cody, thank you so much.